Evolve, day 30. We are at the very tail end. Can you believe it? We're almost there. I'm so proud of you guys. Let's start off in a regular seat, sitting up nice and tall. Fix the booty. Nice long spine, shoulders down, nice long neck. Let's close our eyes. We're going to take a few breaths, becoming present on the mat, maybe setting an intention for our practice or the day. We're going to inhale to the count of 4 and exhale to the count of 8. Let's start with a deep breath in. And let it all out. Deep breath in. And let it all out. One more time. Gently open your eyes. We're going to reach the arms up over the head. Take a big inhale here. And we're going to exhale, twist it open to the right. And come back up through center. Big inhale. And exhale, open to the left. Nice long spine. Come back through center. Inhale. And exhale, open to the right. Come back through center. Inhale. And exhale, open to the left. Let's just do a few Zubi circles, warming up the spine. Just rounding through. And let's reverse the circle. And come on up. We're going to warm up through the wrists. So we're going to interlace the fingers and do our little rave situation. And just kind of get weird with it. Don't worry how you look. I don't think anyone's watching. Maybe there is. Maybe you have an audience. I don't know. I hope not. Gosh, that would be awkward, huh? Unless it's your kids. I mean, that's fine. We want them to be an audience. Bring the hands out in front, and we're going to low. Warming up, strengthening those wrists so that they don't hurt anymore when you're in down dog, because I promise you that goes away. It really does. And then just a couple wrist circles, one way, and then the other. Perfect. Let's bring that right foot out, left foot on the inside of that thigh. We're going to grab that big toe with our 2 fingers, open up that chest, and reach left arm over left ear. Keep that spine nice and long, chest open. And let's turn the belly towards the thigh. If you need a bend in the knee here, that's fine. And come on up, let's switch sides. Grab that big toe, open up that chest, reach that right arm over that ear. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And let's turn so the belly is facing the thigh. Again, if you need a bend in that knee, go for it. And come on up. Let's come into tabletop. We're going to curl the back toes under. And we're going to sit back on the heels. And then we're going to come forward, opening up those hips into upward facing dog. And you can come flat on your feet now. When you sit back, curl the toes just to stretch through the feet. Sit back. You might need to adjust your body, maybe lengthen it a little bit so that when you come into upward facing dog, it's not awkward. Let's sit back, curl those toes. Come forward one more time. Open up through that chest. And come back through tabletop. We're going to lift the right arm towards the sky and thread the needle under that left arm. We're coming onto the right shoulder and the right ear. Left arm can reach towards the sky or wrap around and grab the opposite thigh. Really opening up through the chest. And let's reach that arm back up towards the sky. Bring it back down towards the mat. We're going to stretch that left leg out long. And lift and hold. Take a deep breath. And slowly lower and bring it in. We're going to push off with that hand and open up towards the sky and bring it back. Back to our tabletop. This time, left arm reaches towards the sky. We thread the needle, coming onto our left shoulder and left ear. Right arm reaches towards the sky. Maybe you wrap it around and grab the opposite thigh. Opening up through that chest. Breathing. Right arm reaches towards the sky. Back down to the mat. We stretch that right leg out. And we lift and hold for a breath. Slowly lower it down. Bring it in. We're going to push off with that hand and twist open one more time. Coming back to tabletop. Bring your right fingertips right behind your right ear. We're going to touch elbow to elbow and then twist open. Touch it to elbow and then twist it open. And let's take it to the other side. Elbow to elbow, open it up. Kind of an awkward feeling, but sometimes it's good to move your body in these awkward positions because we don't do it often. And I feel like those muscles need attention too, right? Let's just warm up through those wrists a little bit more. Sit back, let them roll. Come on back up, let them roll. My fingertips are facing me. Probably should have said that first. And sorry if my elbows freak you out. They're hyperextended. Let's come on to the backs of the hands. And again, sit back, let them roll. One more time. Perfect. Let's come into down dog. Lift those hips towards the sky. Stretch out through the backs of those legs, and the heels, and the ankles, and the toes, the tops of the feet. Stretching through those feet are just as important as any other part because we're on them so much. And they do a lot of progress every day. Take a deep breath here. And lift the tailbone towards the sky, shoulders away from the ears. Melt the chest towards the thighs. Use a bend in your knees if you need it. And we're going to lift the right leg high to three-legged dog. Breathe in. We're going to exhale, come through the center. Turn and flatten on the back foot. Open up that left arm to the sky. Keep that knee bent. Come on back. Back to three-legged dog. Breathe in. We're going to exhale, step it up. Lower that back leg. Reach those arms up overhead. Breathing in, we sink forward. Interlace those hands behind your back. Open up through that chest, shoulder blades come together. And melt it forward. Tighten the core to lift, taking pressure off of that back. And melt it forward. Tighten the core to lift. And melt it forward. Release the hands, frame that front foot. And we're just going to bring it right back to tabletop. Coming into thread the needle. And then we're going to lift that arm. Coming into thread the needle. One more time. And come on back to your tabletop. Come back to down dog. Pedal the feet. Take a deep breath. On your next breath in, left leg comes high. We're going to exhale, bring that knee to chest, turn and flatten on that back foot, lift that right arm to the sky. Come on back, knee stays bent, back to three-legged, deep breath in. Exhale, we step it up, lower down on that back leg. Squeeze those thighs to lift. Arms overhead, sink forward, interlace the hands behind your back. Open up through that chest, and we melt it forward. Deep breath in, open up, exhale, melt it forward. One more time. Hands frame the front foot. You come right back to your tabletop. Left arm reaches towards the sky. Thread the needle. And we come right back up. Open it up. Thread the needle. And come right back. Thread the needle. Come back to tabletop, curl those toes, pedal through the feet, take a deep breath. One more breath. And last breath. Right leg comes high, inhale. Exhale, we come through the center. Turn and flatten on that foot. Keep that knee bent. Open up that left arm to the sky. Come back. Three-legged dog. Inhale. We're going to exhale. Come forward. Step that foot between those hands. Keep that back leg lifted. We're going to squeeze the inner thighs as we lift. Interlace those hands behind your back. Push back at the back heel. Melt it forward. Tighten the core to lift. Squeeze the thighs. Inhale. Exhale, melt it forward. Tighten the core, squeeze the thighs, open that chest. Inhale. And exhale, melt it forward. Frame that foot. Come into a plank. We're gonna come into a side plank here. Now, if you want, you can drop down on that bottom leg to modify. You can also put a kickstand up to modify, or one foot stacked on top of the other. We're going to round it in, reaching that arm under and open up. Round it in, open it up. Round it in, open it up. Come back to your high plank, and let's take it to the other side. Do not be afraid to use modifications. Round it in and open it up. Round it in, open it up. Round it in and open it up. Come back to your high plank and right to down dog. Pedal the feet, take a deep breath. Tailbone towards the sky. On your next breath in, left leg comes high. We're gonna exhale, bring it forward, turn and flatten, right arm to the sky. Come back to three-legged, big inhale. Exhale, we're gonna step it up between those hands. Keep that back leg lifted. Squeeze those inner thighs to lift. Interlace those hands behind your back. Push back with that heel. Big inhale. Exhale, melt it forward. Tighten the core to lift. Squeeze the thighs to lift. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, melt. Tighten the core. Breathe in and exhale, melt. Frame that front foot. Come on back to your high plank. We're gonna drop the knees down. We're gonna come on to our forearm and keep those hips lifted. We're gonna open up and close. Open it up and close. Make sure you're breathing. If you want to add a little more, you can lift that arm towards the sky. Let's come back to a modified plank. So we're on our knees. We're gonna bring that forearm down. So elbows right under the shoulder and turn onto the side of that leg. Keep those hips lifted. And you can have your hand on your hips or left arm to the sky. And we're gonna open it up and close. Keeping those hips lifted. Make sure you're breathing. Come on back to your modified plank. Heels towards the glutes. Really widen those fingers as best as you can. Tighten the core. And we're gonna exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Keep those elbows in at your side. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. And let's exhale back to high plank. And right to down dog, pedal through the feet. Take a deep breath. Let's come on up to our tippy toes and walk it to the front of the mat in your heels. Crisscrossing those legs as you come closer to the front of the mat. Coming into forward fold, micro bend in the knees. Let the torso hang heavy. Tailbone reaching for the sky. Take a deep breath here. Let's hug it in. And slowly begin to roll up. Head comes up last. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Coming into our Tadasana stance, all four corners of both feet on the mat. Tailbone slightly tucked under, ribs open, core is tight, shoulders down, long neck, chin back slightly. You should feel very solid in this position. We're going to bring more of a bend into both knees, hands to heart. Coming into eagle pose, maybe you cross the right leg over and touch the toe to the floor. Maybe you cross that leg over. You can also hold on to a wall, or maybe you wrap it around one more time. Arms come out. Left arm comes under, and maybe the backs of the hands come together, or maybe you grab that thumb, or maybe palms come together. Sink a little deeper, find your focal point, and take 3 breaths. Let's gently come out of it. Release the arms, shake it out. Come back to Tadasana. Bend in the knees, hands to heart. Taking it to the other side. Again, maybe use that toe. Maybe you just cross it over or wrap it around. Arms come out. Right arm comes under. Maybe backs of the hands. Maybe you grab that thumb or bring palms together. You sink a little deeper. Find your focal point. Take 3 breaths. Gently release. Shake it out. Come back to Tadasana. Hands to heart. We're going to lift the right knee. Arms come around. Interlace the hands behind your back. And slowly, with control, come into your warrior 3. Arms reaching towards the back of the room. Slowly bend that knee. Bring it forward. Come on back to your warrior 3. And we come forward. One more time. We're going to land in warrior 1. Open up that chest. Heel toe. Your stance a little wider. Keep those hands interlaced behind your back. And we're going to bring the left shoulder to that knee. Tighten the core, lift it up. That would have been awkward, your left elbow. And come back. Shoulder to knee. Tighten the core, lift it up. Straighten that front leg. We're gonna reach it front. Come into triangle. Turn. Bend that front leg. Bend that back leg. Come into your standing split. And let's open it up to half moon. Keep that back leg active. That's going to help you balance. And keeping a bend in that standing leg will also help you balance. Let's step it up to the front of the mat into our forward fold. Hang in there, we're almost there. Roll it up. Deep breath in and exhale, hands to heart. Let's take it to the other side. Tadasana. We lift the left knee. We interlace those hands behind our back. Slowly and controlled. Don't worry if you fall. Don't worry if you wobble. Come on back. You got this. Time. This time we're going to land in Warrior One. Open up that chest, shoulder blades together, and come on up. Let's heel toe, and we bring shoulder to knee. Tighten that core to lift. Shoulder to knee. Tighten the core to lift. One more time. And lift. We're going to straighten on that front leg. Come right into triangle. And slowly begin to turn. Bending on that front leg. We bend on that back leg. And we come into our standing split and right into half moon. Keep that back leg active. Point the toes. Bend on that front standing leg. And we meet at the top of our mat. We're going to roll it up. Deep breath in, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Breathe in, arms overhead, and exhale, dive it down. Halfway lift, nice flat back. Big inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat. We step it back to our plank. Drop the knees down. Swing them around. Coming into or onto our backs, I should say. Lift the legs, arms come overhead, and we're going to straighten the legs, bend them in right over the hips, straighten, bend them in. So my upper back is off the mat. Make sure you're breathing. Hug it in. Feet come to the mat. We're going to come into butterfly pose, reclined. And we're going to roll it up and bring those arms overhead. Roll it up. Bring the arms overhead. Now add the breath. Hug it in. Let's do a nice big good morning stretch. Stretch those arms overhead and stretch those feet. We're going to come into our corpse pose. You have a blanket handy or a pillow. I highly recommend putting it right at the lower back and just sprawling out, widening the legs, arms out to the side, kind of like you're a starfish. Scan your body for any tension. Release the glutes, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, close your eyes. And we're going to just clear our minds, take some nice slow controlled breaths, and just meditate for a few moments. Gently wiggle our toes and our fingers. Slowly and gently moving your body. If you have anything under your lower back, we're going to bring those feet to the mat and just gently lift the hips up so you can move whatever you have under to the side and come back to a flat back. We're going to slowly turn into fetal position and meet in a seat to finish our practice. Feel free to sit up on the pillow or the blanket or the block just to open up the hips a little bit. Kind of makes you feel like elevated. It's a good way to end the practice. Sitting in a nice comfortable seat, long spine, shoulders down. We're going to take the biggest breath we've taken all day. Reach the arms overhead. Hold the breath, looking up at those hands. And as you exhale, release anything it is you need. And just let it go. One more time, big breath in. Look up towards those hands. And release whatever you need with that exhale. You know that saying, inhale the what? Inhale the good shit, exhale the bullshit. Kind of like that. Hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me for day 30. Sorry I've kept you for so long. I just felt like I wanted to keep going today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you tomorrow for the very last day of Evolve. And I hope to see you for the new series called Solstice for June. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Oh, and have a great weekend.